Hey everyone. Thanks for jumping on. 23 of you already. Thank you. Hey Daniel, Nick Gorman just signed up for my Patreon page. What a hero. Thank you so much. Felix, Yard Limit, Storm Chasers, Ohio. I think I know your real names, but of course I can't think of it right now. Isaac, EG Weather, Adam Rolfs, Motorcycle Racing. What's up? I know I haven't done a lot of live broadcasts on here. I tend to do a little more over on my Patreon page. And I know that not everyone can do that or support me over there or do that. Totally understand that. I did do a little broadcast from there today, though, with Pecos and Brett Wright. And I might post that to my YouTube channel I think we talked for an hour and a half. So I don't know if we need the entire video over on YouTube. But it was a cool conversation. Just talking about storms and food and gosh, who knows what else. We talked for way too long, but that was good. So, hey, Leopoldo, I probably said that really bad. There's probably a way better way to say that. So I'm excited about this project I've been working hard on since the beginning of the year. I've actually had it in my brain for a couple of years now. And the motivation finally was there to get started. God, my glasses they look crooked on this. I need new glasses. By the way, I can't see up close anymore with these. When my phone is getting blurry and blurry, I have to hold it far away or take off my glasses, and there's really no middle ground. So I'm old. The definition. I need transition lenses or whatever they're called. Hey, Ahmed. So I've had it in my mind for a long time because I've seen some of the, hey, Greece. I've had it in my mind that there's lots of photo contests out there. I've been in a few. I've won one of them, getting some runner-ups in a couple of them. Yeah, Jedi. Tim Bob. Bifocals. I don't want bifocals. But man, these two look crooked, or my face is crooked. There's a couple of contests that are out there now that have to do with weather. There's Weather Channel 1 and a couple others. And some of them, it's too much wanting you to sign your photo away to them for ever. Here, if you want to enter a contest, you got to give us your picture and we're going to do whatever we want with it. And they can. That's the downside of the Weather Channel 1, unfortunately. Although I love a lot of the people at the Weather Channel. So, but that contest is hard. And a couple others, they don't necessarily focus on storms as much as just weather, beautiful pictures, etc. that may include animals, people, man-made structures, stuff like that. And when I say man-made structures, I mean towns, bridges, things like that with people and stuff like that. So, but I haven't seen anything out there really focuses on storm photographers, rewarding them, especially a contest that's done by storm photographers who understand how hard it is to get that picture, that lightning photo, that tornado. We know how hard it is. I know how hard it is to get certain shots. So therefore, if I see a picture of a tornado with a rainbow across the front of it, I know that's really hard to get. But other people might see that and go, look at that, a tornado and a rainbow. They might not realize, for the most part, that's kind of a rare thing for people to see, depending on what side of a storm you're on, depending on the sun is out, depending on where the tornado is. It's really hard to get. So, so for a couple of years now, I've wanted to do this, and I've had an idea about it. And last year I bought domain names in case I started to get to work. But I've been pretty lazy, been pretty busy. COVID was not, this pandemic has not been a time where I'm okay, I'm home, nothing to do, I'm motivated. I haven't really been like that. I've been a little bit more lazy and a really busy fall and being a bum at holidays and stuff like that. So the January 2nd or 3rd, I woke up and decided I'm getting more sleep. I'm going to eat better. I'm going to start busting more butt on this project. So it's basically called Storm Photos of the Year, and I'm going to add a picture of it onto the thing here so you guys can see it. And should have been scrolled up at the top, but I wasn't. But this is the temporarily working homepage. It's not like this now. If you go to it now, stormphotocontest.com, if you go to it now, you're not going to see this. You're going to see a temporary page where you can enter your email address and get notified when the contest goes live, so you can enter your pictures. And this amazing girl, Paige Vincent, designed this logo for me, and I'm so thankful to her. And I've been working on this for a little while now. So well, everything that you see here is not likely, but possibly can change. Already changed the length of entry to like the whole month of February. It used to just be to like the 20th or 25th. And we may or may not add another prize. So I'm not sure. Right now we have 2 awards, and the Storm Photo of the Year and Storm Photographer of the Year. These are the 2 awards. And just because, thank you for the kind words. I appreciate that. I try to do my best. I wish I could put out more videos for you guys. I just don't have any storms to chase right now. Not much to put out. So, but I am working on a new black and white film. So, oh, the temperature. Oh, my weather station is down. I will let you know in a second when this weather station pops up. It's not 73, I can tell you that. So in a second, I will tell you the temperature outside. So right now we have Storm Photo of the Year, which is the best picture, okay? Whoever has the best picture, and that's going to be a real daunting task for the judges to figure out. And then we have Storm Photographer of the Year, which is a portfolio. Your best 8 or 10 photos, and these are in all. This contest is for last year only 2020 photos, and we will need proof of when you took it. We'll be getting the raw files for the finalists to make sure that you took it in 2020. We require dates and location, and so that's going to be. So we'll be able to make sure we took it in 2020. But the Photographer of the Year is 8 to 10 photos that all have to be taken on different days to kind of show that this is what you do, that you are good at it, that you go out more than once and got really lucky on a storm and have 10 great pictures from one day, which is awesome. I mean, I have some days where I've had a lot of good pictures, but the Photographer of the Year needs to show that you actually are out doing work. So that's why we have like 8 or 10 images that you need to have chased on like 8 or 10 days, or been out on 8 or 10 different days to photograph storms, to kind of show variety and all that. So that's a pretty cool award right there, and it's going to be interesting to judge that, to see all the different photos that come in from people and their portfolios. So, hey, thanks, Adam, and hey, Chris, how's it going? Felix, yeah, I really think so. So, to show you the judges. So the judges right now, the first year only, because I'm going to add people. I want to add some girls. I need more diversity. This is a very quick launch and trying to get it done in a month. And Mike already agreed to do this last year. And I knew Nick would do it because he's a friend of mine. But I really want to keep it small. 2 awards, 3 judges. And then next year, we're going to have a lot more awards. Okay. We're going to add stuff like Tornado Photo of the Year, Black and White Photo of the Year, maybe Rainbow Photo of the Year. I'm toying with right now with Lightning Photo of the Year, because Lightning Trigger 4, that guy there, is a sponsor for this contest, and I'm going to be getting them up on my sponsor list. And so I might throw in Lightning Photo of the Year just because we have that. I'm not sure, though. I still want to kind of keep it small. I don't want to go too crazy with it right now. But yeah, so I'm real excited to have Nick, and I'm real excited to have Mike Mejwell on. The great friends of mine, good guys, very professional. Mike has done a lot of contests. Oh, you were going to ask about plagiarism. I'm assuming you meant someone stealing photos. Yeah. So what I'm going to do, though, I mean, that's the only downside is, of course, we're going to have a blog on the site, and we will be posting, like the finalists, the top 10, and we'll be posting pictures on there. But I will be putting our watermark on them, and we're going to be, trying to disable right clicking and all that kind of stuff. But there's only so much we can do. So that's part of just entering it. If you enter your photo in this, it's going to be on display on the website somewhere. So hopefully the watermark will be enough that if people did take it, we know where it came from. I'm definitely hoping that there will be people that cover this contest. You know, I have friends at Capital Weather Gang, Petapixel, Weather Channel. Like, I don't know if any of these, if anybody will want to cover it, but people do like to cover contests. And I think this award and the winners are going to be, I think with the judges we have and what it's about, I think people will want to share it. They'll want to be like, hey, these were the storm photos of the year. Look what happened in 2020. And I'm hoping that we have this great, you know, top 10 photos from 2020 that just show like the best of the best from across the world, not just in America. Of course, there's some great pictures in Australia, in Italy, and Germany. Yeah, and I could talk to Daniel. Daniel Shaw's a good one to talk to about maybe protecting photos a little bit more. I want to make sure that they're protected. At the same time, we all put our photos out there, and no matter what you do, I mean, honestly, right now I could see a photo that is just protected, and all I got to do is do a screen capture of it and then content aware and get stuff out of it. You know, unless you cover it and completely with a giant watermark, you're just not going to protect it enough. So at some point, it's just an inherent risk. It's part of the business. It's part of the job. All my photos are out there. Oh, they've been stolen. They're all over the place. As long as they're not being commercially used, you know, the really like dark, seedy part of what it is. It's not that necessarily that people take it and use it illegally. It's not like necessarily that Google or Microsoft or whatever are going to take your photo off the internet and use it. They might, but that doesn't happen as much. Most of those companies on the up and up, they got to cover their own butts. They don't always, though. I'm not saying that at all. But what it is people who steal your photos and then put them on stock photo sites, and then are licensing your pictures to people like they took it. That's where it's really bad, because really hard to do that. Michael, of course, you went for the really hard question. I'm not sure about the winter, like snow. So you can submit them, but I think if snow to me on the ground is not really like a storm. If it was like a blizzard and it was really insane, that would be maybe considered a storm. But of course, you know, it would probably have to be something really cool and unique with that situation. So a lot of this, of course, is going to be, I do have the rules, and there's a little thing in here about what constitutes a storm photography. And I actually left out the word snow. It's a violent disturbance of the atmosphere with strong winds, usually rain, thunder, or lightning. Probably should add like tornadoes, stuff like that. But it's definitely going to be up to, I lost my train of thought. It's going to be up to the judges, really. You know, we are going to be picking those photos, and it's going to be the top 10 that we think really represents what we're trying to get after with storm photos. So if we see a beautiful mountain picture that's really perfectly edited with pine trees covered in snow and a gorgeous sunset, it's not really going to be a storm photo. That would probably be more of like to enter into like a landscape photography kind of contest for sure. If legally protecting photos is really tough, you can't. I mean, the only way you can actually ever protect your photos is to never post them online. I mean, to me, I don't know if you can put your watermark on them, but at the same time, it's never, because you can just screenshot anything. It's just never gonna. There's not very many ways to protect it. So, Photoshop. So if you Photoshop a tornado, you're not going to have a raw file to send me that has that tornado in it, unless someone figured out how to doctor a raw file. And the other thing is, some of those photos that I've seen that are composites, you can tell. And I know who you're talking about, Nick, probably. The image that we saw, we know that was fake. Even though some people think it's real, I can go like, that's a composite. And then I'd ask for the raw file, and there's going to be no tornado in it. So, yeah, so I think that's how we're going to do it. We're also not allowing composites stacks. Let's see here. No composites or stacks, digital art, or photos including people at this time. And down the road, like I said, we're going to have more awards. So we may have, I mean, I don't want to go into I don't want to have 27 awards or 30 awards for storms, but maybe we have storms and people who go out and can take a masterful picture of a supercell with someone in it. Mike Mesuel, I don't think I have his up. Nope. But he takes great pictures of his girlfriend Paige in a red dress in front of a dust storm or a supercell or something like that. That's pretty cool. So we may have a category for that. I don't know. There's not gonna be a ton of people entering that one probably, but so we could, we may open it up to something like that. So, and Grover Matic is correct. Watermarks don't work unless they're so obnoxious it's pointless. I'm never gonna put my photo online and cover it all up that no one can see it. It's just there's a risk you take. Isaac, yeah, we can do panos. We did not say no panos. So I guess that's kind of composite-ish, but it's not. I think it's a little different than a composite, and I'm going to go ahead and say yes. So I like panos. Some panos are some of my favorite photos, for sure. Yeah, Chris, people and weather. So, I mean, that's a good, I really think something like, tornado photo of the year, lightning photo, rainbow photo, black and white photo, people and weather, something like that is going to be, those could end up being a top 10 category. So yeah, someday we might do calendars. Again, the mission behind this, I kind of say it over here on the front page. So you'll be able to when this launches, you'll be able to read it. But the mission is to just really for me, I want to reward storm photographers out there. I want to recognize the pictures. Sometimes a little bit hard. I'm very competitive, as maybe some of you guys know from my videos. And I like to think that, my work is better than anybody's. And that's just me personally, whether it is or not. And I know there's really, really good photographers out there. But I know, because I can look at myself, I know for sure that I did not take the best photos last year compared to other photos I've seen. And I want to award the best photos of the year, whether or not whoever took them. And I've seen some great tornado photos last year from Minnesota that I'm hoping get entered, and some lightning photos from Germany that I hope get entered. And there's some other stuff out there that I just think from last year that was great. And my goal is to really make a space where people can come and go, these are the people that know storms, and these are the best storm photographers around the world. And I can see all the best images that were picked and the winners. And this will be an archive every year of the best photos that were out there and the best of our weather. So that's the mission. I really want to award people. So there's no, we're not going to have crazy terms of service. We're not going to be doing anything commercial with this stuff. The only thing that we would do commercial would be as if media, like I said, wanted to cover it. If Weather Channel wanted to say, hey, we want to announce the winners on the show. Well, if they did it on TV, would probably ask for a licensing fee. But if they posted it in Capital Weather Gang or Petapixel, that's kind of fair use reporting on a contest and all that. But we're never going to do anything commercial. We're never going to sell. And if people came and said, hey, we want to license this image for something, we will pass that on to the artist. And if they say, hey, yeah, we'll give you a cut, thanks for helping, that's fine. If not, we'll be like, hey, go license this to whoever wants it. That's great. Hopefully we can help them out. So, we're obviously going to be taking entry fees just like any contest. So we've got to pay for, I'm investing money in this for the prizes up front. Hopefully we get enough entries to cover it. Website hosting, web design, the developer, and all that kind of thing. So we've got some things to pay off. And so every year we'll have expenses to run this thing. It's going to be a lot of work. From basically, what I've decided is that from around February 1st, when this opens, until the end of March, this will be my life. I'm probably still going to shoot some weddings, but I want to do this every year, and it gets me real excited for storm season to go through all these great pictures. And then right then the spring starts for us, and I will go back out there. So, yeah, if you submit a pano, yeah, exactly, Grovermatic. So if you do a pano, we will definitely want all the raw files to approve that, you didn't go crazy and manipulate it. So I hear my kids talking. I thought there's someone over. Yeah, Chris, I mean, there's definitely going to be, for sure, the parts of the images that are going to be judged are like technical skill, quality, and all that stuff. So there are going to be things like, yeah, you take a picture with your phone. It's probably not going to be up to snuff for what other people are going to be shooting. So it's definitely, a contest where we're going to be looking at the best stuff. Yeah, and Chris, and the storm season in Arizona was not that great. There were some good images, some good storms, but it wasn't amazing. Although this lightning bolt on the background, that was from this year. That actually in New Mexico just across the border. But this year will be better, and I'm hoping this contest will just inspire people to go out and get really good pictures this year and be excited to enter them for the next year's contest. So, yeah, Isaac, it could be tough for sure. That's why I want to have a couple of awards, right? That's why I would like to have lightning photo of the year and like rainbow, just because if you have a year where there's like a certain insane photo taken, you might be like, well, I have no chance of winning with that one out there, but I might win in the lightning category. Or I took a really great rainbow photo with a lightning bolt. I might be able to win in that. I would like to do that this year, but I don't want to start too big. I want to see how it goes. The website is just kind of being, it's going to be good and it's going to be correct, but it's not going to be as good as it's going to be next year. And we're going to make it better over time. We're going to have more sponsors. I already know someone who might sponsor Tornado Photo of the Year next year, and that'll be fantastic. And maybe other sponsors in the future. And I think it's just going to get bigger. So, yeah, Isaac, and that's the same way I feel, is being pumped for the spring. Oh, this is a cool little feature of this program I'm using. Where I can throw comments up there. But I'm pumped for the spring. I'm really getting excited, and this contest is kind of put me in that mindset. And I also talked to Pecos and Brett Wright this morning. We started talking about storms, and I started getting excited. So I'm super duper pumped for 2021 and the chasing season. So that sucks, Chris. Hey, I've seen people get good lightning shots that I've missed, and it really bums me out. My friend Mark got a photo once. I was leaving a spot and basically drove under the lightning bolt that he got because he sat around for another minute, and he got a great close strike, like a quarter mile away or less. And I was in my car. So, yeah, so that's that's really about it. Once it's launched, you can see the rules. But I'm real excited for these. I'm really excited for Nick and Mike to be a part of this. I think it's gonna be really fun to judge it. And they both, have like Nick lives in the Pacific Northwest. He's not able to like chase all the time, but he knows landscape photos and composition and editing. And he does at times get storms up there and goes after them. So when he can, he does an epic job, of course, like really great pictures and good editing. And Mike, as you know, here's the picture of Mike's. Like this would be a good picture for people and weather next year, except Mike can't enter because he's a judge. So, especially if you're in Florida, lightning category, there's some good Florida photographers down there that get some epic lightning strikes out over the water. So, but yeah, Mike has got some awesome photos. See, that's the thing. This is going to be a tough competition. I mean, if Mike was entering, look at these pictures. I mean, all of them are like fantastic. These are all from last year. All of these pictures, except for the volcano, all these pictures he took just in 2020. And I had that picture too, but I kind of like his angle. So I'm excited about the judges and excited about getting started on this. So I'm trying to promote it. If you guys would, if you want, you don't have to do this, but this is what the page looks like now once I log out. Nope. Now I'm going to have to change my username. This is what the website looks like now. And you can go there and enter your email and get notified when it launches so that you won't forget. And yeah, I'm excited. So that's mostly what I want to get on for. If you guys have any other questions, you can throw them out to me right now. I'm going to hang out for another couple minutes. And Chris, where do you live again? I think I might have missed that. We know, I mean, obviously in Arizona, we have well, it's getting bigger, but we know everybody here. It's pretty cool. One little state. Waiting to see what he says. My kids are in video school and almost done. And, oh, Germany. Well, there's a guy, and I can't remember his name. Wonder if I can try to find it. He has a great image, but I won't be able to. I'm not going to find it. Oh, thanks, EG. I appreciate that. I'll show you guys a little sneak peek if you want. I'm working on a new black and white film, and I don't know if it's going to be great or not, but I like the song. If you guys can hear the music, but I've just kind of started on it, but I'm working on this contest in the meantime.
Shadows in the sky, footsteps.
So the music is fantastic. I fell in love with this song, and it's going to be a little bit different, and it's going to be probably a little unusual for people if they're. But my black and white films, usually I've been getting songs that have lyrics, so it's just a different vibe, and you either like it or you don't. But the song really ramps up at the end. Let me see if I can play this one. So you can hear like the background really like and it really ramps up like
From my eyes, seeing red tonight as I wait.
So, hey Maxime. So yeah, I don't know. I gotta start editing, but I'm really wanting to get this website done, and I gotta do a photography talk tomorrow night for Camera Club, and trying to promote this thing. So I haven't had time to work on it, but I'd like to get that done in February while people are submitting photos for this contest. I'm gonna try to work on this. But I'm stoked for it, and it's gonna be 8K, so that's like super wide. You can see the aspect ratio is as an ultra wide, and it's going to be in full 8K, and I'm going to try to use only footage from last year. Should be really, really cool. I really dig the song. Very, very haunting. No, actually, these are all color shots that I just edited black and white here. I used this on the left. You see this thing called Lumetri color, and I just took the saturation down. So if I delete it, there's that's the color version. So I'm just doing, I'm just switching them. I'm just editing them in black and white, kind of right there in Premiere. I could redo all of them in black and white in Lightroom, but it would take me months, and I don't really want to do that. So I'm just taking these and converting them to black and white. So it's going to look, I think it's look pretty cool. I got to figure out what clips go in it. And I think the problem is, the temperature here is, what's going on here? Hold on a second. I don't know. There's something wrong with my weather station outside. It's not, let me stop it and try to connect again. I'll tell you. Hey, thanks for sharing that, Ohio. What was I just, it's 73 here. So it actually says it's 73 outside on this thing. So, but it doesn't, I'm missing some data. So I don't know. It's about 73 outside, 73 Fahrenheit. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Oh, now it's getting the archive stuff. So my weathers, I have this Davis weather station outside, and I've got what's it called? Weather Snoop that connects to it and then publishes to a weather station site online, so I can kind of see. So it's just downloading because it hasn't been running all morning. Well, Jasper, you can go watch Vorticity 3 and see all these in color. So I do like 2 color films a year, for sure. Hey, I like the color too. But I like to do one black and white just for the fun of it. So if you want to see this in color, it's like at the end of Vorticity 3 on my YouTube channel. So you've probably seen it. Almost done downloading transactions. But yeah, so 30 degrees. Nick, where are you at? I actually don't need it to be much colder. I've been pretty happy. It was about 31 degrees the other morning when I woke up, and that was really, really, really cold. Not bad. I actually like it chilly. I'm sitting in my office wearing a hoodie right now, and I can't do that in the summer. Usually my office is like really warm. Okay, Central Illinois. My friend Jeremy Degenhart lives out there. I forget exactly where, but yep. Well, man, I like this program. I'm using this thing called StreamYard, which lets me have this background. It lets me like put different windows on here and do some stuff with it, scroll around and not show. I can move around on my computer and it doesn't, it's just sharing that one program. Can't guard my privacy. Mark, I'm not sure what you're talking about. Unless you are, no. It's been dry in Arizona for sure. Chris, yeah, actually it is. The Stormfront Freaks. I got it from them. So I remember them. And I also think Greg Johnson used it too. That's where I feel like I first used it. Greg Johnson had me on his little thing he did where he broadcasted to YouTube and Facebook. And so that was really cool. And I actually should broadcast to Facebook too, because I got a bunch of, a ton of people over there. They probably really get a kick out of this. So maybe I'll try to do a Facebook broadcast over there for the fun of it. I don't know. I gotta promote this. Maybe I'll try to do that like next week. So no. Oh boy. Tough time we live in. All right, guys. Well, unless anyone's got another question. So the prizes right now, these could change. Okay. So, but the prize is the winner of the storm photo of the year. $750 if you're the winner. There may be additional like sponsored prizes. There's also each winner for sure gets a 20 by 30 metal print of their winning image. And for the photographer of the year that has 8 or 10 images, they'll get to pick which photo they want printed on the 20 by 30. But I have a good relationship with Magnachrome. They print metal prints for me, and they're really awesome. So they're donating two metal prints to the contest. So, and there's a chance at a couple other sponsored prizes that might get thrown into the to the winner of photographer of the year. One of them I would be pretty excited about. Speaking of weather stations, but I don't know for sure if it's going to happen. We're still starting out. I think next year we'll be able to show more of how the contest went and be able to get more sponsors and some really cool prizes. I'm hoping down the line we'll be able to give away a freaking Canon R5 or something, or a Nikon whatever, or a Sony. Like, I'm hoping that we'll be able to give away some really, really spectacular prizes for things. So that's down the road. Lofty dreams. I hope, but I hope it goes well. I know a lot of people won't enter because they probably won't think they have a chance, but I know a lot of people are. So I'm pretty excited about. A lot of people are real excited. We've got about near almost 280 people subscribed to the mailing list already. And I'm hoping to get some more. And a lot of people are excited to enter a couple of pictures. And I'm just excited to judge it. I want to go through the process. I've never done something like this before, and Mike's been a part of it, and I think Nick's done a few. So I'm just really excited to go through the process of seeing all the images and narrowing them down to the best ones and getting to, surprise a winner with some cool, nice, good news this year. I'm also trying to get some really cool trophies made, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do them again. These first two might be the only time because they're kind of expensive. I don't know what they're going to look like. I hope they look good. So crossing fingers that works out. And that's why I don't want to do a third award, honestly, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to make enough from this to cover the cost of the trophies and everything else. So, but I'm really excited about it. I really think it's going to be cool. So, all right, guys, thanks for being on here and for the comments and participating. And I might try to post the conversation that Brett and me and Pecos had not earlier today, and just kind of, it's a long conversation, so it may not, people may not want to watch it completely, but I might edit it a little bit to shorten it. So, and yeah, plug in Patreon again if you're interested in we're going to be doing, just so you know, the plans for Patreon this year. We'll be doing, we're going to be doing stuff like this in the mornings, talking about where we're chasing forecasts. Me and Brett probably will get on here if we can. I'm a little bit worried about us being tired in the mornings and having to leave and not having time for this. But we're going to try to do where we're targeting every day and posting behind the scenes stuff. And if we live stream, which I want to live stream again, well, the live stream goes on Patreon. So think about that around April or May if you guys are interested in that. So reach out to Midland. They might miss. Oh, you know what, Nick? I think Midland actually emailed me once about using the radios, and they didn't really ever kind of get back to me. Hey, Bibouch. Thank you for the kind words, Bibouch. Your French or English not so good. Your English looks fine. You did great. Thank you for the kind word. Thanks for following all the way from France. Brandon, you're right. Got to be in it to win it. Jari, thank you as well. And all right, guys, everybody, Mark McCarthy, I don't know what you meant by the privacy or community guidelines, so sorry about that. I don't know if you're talking about the contest or what, but if you have a question, go ahead and send it to me somewhere and I will try to answer it. All right, guys, thank you for watching. We will, I'll see you guys again.